have a voice.
Yes.
And at the same time, having this many channels, it actually helps our youth to get the knowledge they require, get to know what is really happening, get to know when we come to this kind of media houses,
Yeah.
we're able to let them know what we are doing for them,
Yes.
and not just dictate to them.
Yeah. I like the fact that you said no politics.
Yes,
Let's listen to what the youths are saying.
very true.
What were they saying?
They said a lot of things,
Yeah.
and it was just a replica of what we've experienced for the last, I think, about 2 months, where we experienced the power of Gen Z.
Okay.
One thing we probably failed to realize is that, the way we raised these young people is not the way we were raised. There's much more information going around as
Yeah.
compared to the way it was then. When you just mentioned Tausi,
Yes.
there was only one media house, that was KBC.
Yeah.
There's so many media houses right now. There's media spaces in our phones.
True.
Every other time a young man or a young lady is moving around, you'll always see them scanning their phones.
Yes.
Hence, the evolution of the social media spaces,
Yeah.
where you'll find TikTok, you find X, you find all these spaces.
Yeah.
Communication has become very easy. Information spreads like wildfire.
Mm.
Unlike those days, for us to get news, you had to wait until probably 7 o'clock in the evening, go
That's
back
true.
home,
Yeah.
and then get to hear, the first statement was Mtukufu Rais Daniel Arap Moi alisema.
That is so true.
Yeah, so it's a very different landscape, very different environment we're
Yeah.
living in, full of information. So these people are aware of what their rights are. They're aware of what they're supposed to get. They're
Yeah.
aware of the budgets that we do. They get this information, within a second.
Yeah.
They get to know how we spend their money, because this is their money.
Yeah.
These are the taxpayers.
Yes.
Unlike their parents, who are us now, you'll actually find that the way they conduct business is not usual.
Yeah.
It's not the way we used to conduct business. So that appreciation came into perspective yesterday, and we had a lot of what we've had for the last, I think, 3 months. And it's not news to any Kenyan that the politics of this country has changed.
Yeah.
The way government deals with those they govern has actually changed.
Yeah.
The way we are supposed to conduct business with those that we govern has actually changed.
Yeah.
So, with that appreciation, I believe leadership is sort of consultative, and it is not dictatorial. Going forward, I believe you'll see a lot of changes in the way we govern, in the way we conduct business, in the way we spend people's money, that is in form of the taxes that they pay, and the kind of development projects that come on board. Because
Yeah.
these development projects are not to be dictated. They're supposed to be sort of consultative, in the sense that it is them who want these development projects,
Yeah.
and it's not us who are just dictating what kind of projects they would wish to have. So that's the direction we are going. And the consultation yesterday and the discussion yesterday,
Yes.
and it was very open, very conducive environment, where everyone, throwing away politics, throwing away positions.
Yeah.
I remember at one point, Charlene Ruto was there.
Yeah.
This is the daughter to the president. And she actually left her seat at the high table, went and actually sat with, the other members of public.
Yeah.
And the other one of the young men who was seated down there had to come and sit on the high table,
Yes.
so that they can be part and parcel of the high table. So it was a very conducive environment to just let go and
Yeah.
speak
And
openly
listen.
and
Yeah.
listen. And we left that place happy people. Hopefully, we will remain happy people.
Yeah.
And, run Mombasa.
will.
Yes,
Yeah.
run Mombasa. Run Mombasa as one family.
What opportunities do we have for the youths in Mombasa? What opportunities are there when it comes to employment?
I'll tell you what, the culture, like I've always said, the culture that we have for so very many years, since we were, children, and we grew up, and it's always been a trend, like cast on stone.
Yeah.
Leave the very basic level of education, get to the primary level,
Yes.
then go to high school,
Yes.
then leave high school. Hopefully, if you're lucky to get to university, because it's kind of expensive to some people,
It is.
and not so many people can actually afford it.
Yeah.
You get to university, and then after that, you have to seek for a table or a desk where you go and do your job.
Yeah.
That has been the way it has always been. People looking for jobs in corporates, in organizations, in government.
Yeah.
But we want to change that script, because one thing you'll realize is, I'll give you an example of probably last year. We had like about 91,000 young people leaving school.
Yeah.
Where do you place them?
Yeah. Where do you place them?
Where do you place them? And they're actually bright students who actually performed very well. Where do you place them? So, in essence, we have to try and run away from the scripted way of running things.
Yeah.
We don't have to go looking for jobs in KPA. We don't have to go looking for jobs in the Postal Corporation of Kenya. We don't have to go looking for jobs at the county government or probably the national government offices. What we are doing is we're actually trying to change that narrative. And this has to be instilled in the youth through sensitization.
Yeah.
That look, you can be a brand in yourself. You can actually be an enterprise in yourself.
Yeah.
You can be an entrepreneur and be an employer in yourself.
Yeah.
So how do we do that? Sensitize them that yes, you have a skill. What kind of skill is this? It might be, a draft form of a skill. So
Yeah.
we need to sharpen it. So we nurture it. We help them nurture it.
Yeah.
Identify these talents, identify the strengths that they have, nurture these talents, and then, allow them to thrive in their own right.
Yeah. Are there such institutions that do that? I know Swahili Pot Hub does that, and it offers opportunities for the youth. Are there such institutions or such foundations in the county?
Yes, we have vocational training institutions. My governor, His Excellency Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, very soon will be coming up with Skills Mtaani. Skills
Okay.
Mtaani is an initiative where we identify the talent. Then we take these young people to the vocational training institutions where they will be trained. And then if probably it is, the technical side of it,
Yeah.
you probably need tools, then we find a way of tooling you so that you can be, an independent entrepreneur in yourself and run your business by yourself.
Yes.
We're working with other organizations, and that was the essence of yesterday's meeting,
Okay.
where we brought in financial institutions, both government and non-state financial institutions. We brought in, the Swahili Pot-like
Yes.
of organizations who provide, basically nurture the youth
Yes.
in the sense that their talents, mentorship, and all those kind of programs. There are several that are within Mombasa,
Yes.
and we are actually looking towards growing them.
Yeah.
Swahili Pot has been doing a very good job. Apart from Swahili Pot itself, they've also been supporting these other small upcoming youth
Okay.
organizations.
Okay.
So that's the direction we're going. Yes, they are there, and at the same time, we brought in government yesterday so that government can also tell the youth what they're planning for them. Is it viable? Is it something that they would appreciate? Is it something that they want? And that was the conversation yesterday. Yes,
Yeah.
this is what we want to do for you. They would tell us, no. Who told you we want that?
Yeah.
I remember there was a time I did the first ever Mombasa International Film Festival last year.
Yes.
And it was a success, yes. But I remember one of the activists, young activists, in one of these CBOs asked me a question. Who asked you, Waziri, that we want a film festival? I mean, did you consult? we might be interested in something else, and rightfully so.
That's true.
I did not consult, but because I've been in the film industry for a very long time, I just thought, well, this could actually work for them. His
Yes.
Excellency Abdul Samad Sharif Nasser, my governor, also probably thought, yeah, this would actually be very good because Waziri, you're a film maker.
Yeah.
Then I think this will be very good. But you see, we need to consult these young people. So that was the conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
We brought together all these people so that, yes, if there is a gap somewhere, how
Yeah.
can we address that gap? Most of the times you'll always find it's financial.
True.
These young people need financial literacy. Yes, you will train them. They'll get the skills, but they require financial literacy. You
Yes.
get like, say, you've never gotten hold of 100,000 shillings and you're
Yeah.
given 1,000,000.
Yeah.
How do you manage that?
It's gone.
So that is why the financial institutions came on board. And then again, the financial institutions have this specific packages for the youth.
Yeah.
And this is intentionally given to youth groups who probably come together. They want to do beekeeping, or probably they want to do a specific project that
Yeah.
is money minting
Yeah.
in itself, and it would actually assist them. If they give a proposal to these financial institutions, they're given the money, and they're taught on how to manage that money and repay it back, and grow their businesses and get some profits which will pay their salaries
Yeah.
and all the other expenses. So that as well has been a major issue, and we work closely with so many organizations that actually do that. Yesterday, Equity Bank was there, and several other banking institutions. We had National Youth Development Fund.
Yes.
They were there. They actually give money, and in fact, even yesterday, they gave some millions, hundreds of millions, to some youth of Mombasa, which was a very big plus for me,
Yes.
because one thing I struggle with is trying to ensure that we don't get to hear this dirt that we keep hearing every single day. Oh, kuna vijana wa mapanga mahali fulani.
Yeah.
Young people have gotten into drugs somewhere, and if you get to a certain place, it is not safe.
Yes.
I mean, we need a safe environment where everybody can thrive, where everyone can, just have fun.
Yeah.
Because this life is only given to us once.
That's true.
So the conversation was good, and we thank God that there's goodies that are coming
The
to
good
us.
is coming to the youth.
Yes.
All right. I'm talking to Ken Ambani, and we're talking about International Youth Day, what happened yesterday. But also, Ken is still in the film business. And when we get back, he will tell us how he's managed to stay in the film industry and what we can do for those of us who have skills.
Everybody back there. Swahili Pot FM 91.7 Kilifi.